What do all Bloodstrike players hate? Getting killed by sweaty players. Now, sweats are sweats for a reason. They wake up in the morning and play until they sleep. But you don't need to be a sweat to be good at the game. If you use these tips that I'm about to show you, you'll instantly be a better player in Bloodstrike. Let's start by talking about how to stop dying. Have a look at this clip. Why did I die? The answer is because I didn't have any cover. Here's what it looked like for the enemy. As you guys can see, the enemy could see my entire body, which made it extremely easy for him to kill me and win the fight. Now, if I use this as my cover, a good portion of my body is not going to be exposed and he has to aim at a specific part of my body to get the kill, which is going to make it harder for him to win the fight. So if you don't want to die, then make sure that you don't run around like a monkey and use cover. Another thing you can do to stop dying is, instead of talking trash about your teammates, ask yourself why you died, think about what you could have done differently to win the fight and use that knowledge on your next fight. I guarantee you'll be a way better player after you start doing this. If you want to take this to a different level, then make sure to start recording before you hop in a match, and after the match, watch your gameplay and try to learn from your mistakes. And whatever you do, try to avoid pushing into the middle of fights, because that place is a hell. If you really want to stop dying, then rotate around the sides of the map, because that's a really solid way to sneak up to your opponent. Okay? So now you stop dying. The next step to be a better player is to get more kills. There are a few ways to get more kills. One way is by using the mini-map on your map. Look at where your teammates are and go to the place where nobody is at, because these are the places where the enemy is gonna come from, and that's probably close to their spawn. But do be careful, because there could be more than one enemy coming from that spot. Another way to get more kills is by switching up your guns according to the scenario that you're playing on. For example, if you use a vector on an enemy in long distance, you're not gonna get a lot of kills in the same way it's really hard to get kills with a sniper in close range. So if you're shooting an enemy who is far from you and you want more kills, then use an AR, snipers, and all those high-range weapons. And to get more kills on in close range, you need to use weapons like shotguns and SMG. These two types of weapon either have high damage or high fire rate, which is going to help you get more kills in close range fights. Okay? So now you're getting more kills. Let's talk about a very important thing to get better at, which is game sense. Now, what is game sense? Basically, it's your awareness about the game. One of the most effective ways to improve your game sense is by using headphones. With this, you can hear the sound of walking, shooting, and even the sound of vehicles. The difference between a player who uses headphones and a player who doesn't is a lot. Trust me, headphones really do make you a better player. Another mistake a lot of players make is that they throw grenades when pushing into an area. Now, by doing this, not only are you not going to get any kills, but you're actually telling the enemy that you're going into that location, which is probably the reason why you get outplayed. So instead of doing this, try to predict where your enemy is going to be and hold that corner until you get that easy kill. With game sense out of the way, let's move on to one of the most crucial parts of being better, which is movements. Now, the thing is, your game sense and your movements work together. If you can master these two skills, you'll become a Bloodstrike god. Slide cancel is one of my favorite movements that help me win more fights. It's basically when you start running you hit the slide button, and while sliding you hit the same button or jump to cancel the slide. It makes it really hard for the other guy to kill you when you're doing this. So it's a really effective movement that pros use. Another movement that you can use is jump peeking and slide peeking. So when you're peeking into a spot, make sure you either jump or slide. This will make it tough for the enemy to lock the aim on you, which is gonna help you win the fight. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about how to get a better aim. The first thing you need to practice for a better aim is centering. Centering is when you place your crosser on the enemy before aiming. There's a lot of ways to practice centering. I recommend playing some bots on the challenge in shooting range mode, try to practice there. Also different guns have different recoils. So practicing the recoil of various guns will help you improve your aim. And most importantly, if you really want to improve your aim, then you need to use the right settings. So click here to learn about some pro settings in Bloodstrike. I highly recommend to check out this video because it's gonna hook you up with some proper settings. But yeah, Spart. Stay legendary, peace out.